Aid to Ukraine is on the way. Here is how it might help. Weapons from the support package, considered a lifeline for Ukraine's military, could be arriving on the battlefield within days. Now that the Senate has approved a nearly $61 billion aid package to Ukraine and President Biden has signed it, desperately needed American weapons could be arriving on the battlefield within days. The weapons package, which has been delayed over political wrangling by House Republicans since last fall, is a lifeline for Kyiv's military, said Ihor Cherniev, the deputy chairman of the Ukrainian Parliament's National Security Committee. Shortly after approving the funding on Wednesday, Mr. Biden said that the weapons shipments would begin in a few hours. But it will not include everything that President Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine has asked for, as his military struggles to hold firm after 2 years of war against invading Russian forces. Here is a look at what Ukraine says it needs, what it is expected to get in the American aid package, and whether it will be enough to make an immediate difference. What Ukraine wants. Above all, Mr. Zelensky says Ukraine needs artillery, ammunition, and long-range missiles to strike Russian forces, along with air defenses to protect cities and key infrastructure like military bases, power plants, and weapons factories. We need to inflict maximum damage on everything that Russia uses as a base for terror and for its military logistics, Mr. Zelensky said in his nightly address to Ukrainians on Monday. To do so, he has said Ukraine needs more long-range army tactical missile systems known as ATACMS and pronounced attacks AMS to hit behind enemy lines and deep into Russian-held territory. The United States did send a small number of ATACMS with a range of roughly 100 miles to Ukraine last year, and they were used to strike 2 Russian air bases in October. Ukraine had been asking for a longer-range ATACMS that can strike targets about 119 miles away, and on Wednesday a senior American official confirmed that the Pentagon has already secretly shipped some that were used to strike a Russian military airfield in Crimea last week and Russian troops in the country's southeast overnight on Tuesday. Artillery ammunition like the 155mm caliber shells that fit NATO standard launchers donated by the West has been in short supply in Ukraine for more than a year, as Russian forces are firing 10 times as many rounds on the battlefield as outgunned Ukrainian troops, Mr. Zelensky said last week. Mr. Zelensky has also described air defenses and especially the American-made surface-to-air anti-ballistic Patriot missiles system as crucial, and he has been pushing for more than a year for F-16 fighter jets to provide another layer of air defense over Ukraine's ground war. What Ukraine will get. The Pentagon said on Wednesday it would rush a $1 billion military aid package to Ukraine, including shoulder fire Stinger surface-to-air missiles and other air defense munitions, 155mm shells, Javelin anti-tank guided missiles, cluster munitions, and battlefield wheels. It also contains ammunition for the so-called high-mobility artillery rocket systems, or HIMARS, which can launch ATACMS missiles. EU say officials would not confirm whether ATACMS specifically would be part of the aid, and the Pentagon generally has resisted discussing the missiles used in Ukraine, in part out of concern that it could inflame Russia by admitting it was sending long-range weapons to